Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Nightfox15. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, where we are trying to get King of Games for the month of May using the deck down below. Without further ado, let's just jump into it. Okay, so our opponent's Legend Rank 5. Life Point Boost A, that's going to be a problem. We won't be able to OTK very easily. We got a great hand for turn 2, not so much of a good hand for turn 1. I always struggle with whether or not I want to let my Grit do the work turn 1, or if I want to summon Ascalon turn 1. So in this situation, we'll go ahead and we'll summon Ascalon turn 1. We'll first Bircha. 4 plus 2 equals 8, clearly. Barcha's out. Barcha's activates his effect. We'll get 1 out, because I don't want to get Lava Golemed right now. I'm not quite sure what Jaden's playing, but certain times you don't want to be too careful. Everybody's so chaotic in the ladder right now that I'm not quite sure what we're going to run into. Go ahead and summon our Ascalon. Set our Chalice, set our Lance, and end our turn. Alright, he sets... No, he activates Dark Contract. So this is a DDD deck. He's going to activate Dark Contract, which is going to let him search his deck. Searches for Typhon. Sets a back row. Sets 2 back row. Straight up ends his turn. Alright, rip into a Lance. Not ideal. Won't give us the OTK. We'll go ahead and switch to attack position. We're not going to get him first turn anyway. I'll set this Lance because I have 1 Lance I can activate if I need to. And we'll swing in, give him a little poke for 33. Activates his trap. Dark Contract with the Witch. Discard 1, target 1 card on the field. Destroy it. Choose to activate it on our Ascalon. I guess he doesn't play this game very well. Lance, save us. We do lose 900 attack. I guess that's not a completely bad move on his part because our back row's full, so even if we summon Bircha, wouldn't have been able to grab a tuner unless we burnt one of our back rows. We'll poke for 25 instead of 33. It's totally okay. End our turn. He's down to 2,500 life points. He's going to burn for 2k. So he's going to down to 500 life points, so he has to make a move this turn. Oh, never mind. That was the activation of both of his damage effects. That's weird. So he's not searching his deck for anything. He just took 1k damage. Now he's going to search his deck. That's weird. Not sure why Konami put that activation in. Of course you're going to burn for 1k. He's going to search for Howl. Now he actually activates Contract of the Witch, discards his level 8, targets our back middle, which is Chalice. Go ahead and let that die out, because if we negate our effect and he kills us, we won't be able to summon from our deck. Nighthal gets summoned, gets to grab a level 7 from the graveyard, which, never mind. Yes, 7? 7? Doesn't matter. He grabs the level 7, 0 attack, 0 defense, and let him synchro into a 10. Alexander, level 10, 3k attack. Typhoon's effects can activate in the grave. Banish 2. Fusion Beowulf, level 30. Level 30, 3,000 attack. He's going to activate his effect again. He's going to get to grab 1 from the graveyard. Grabs the Typhon. 8 plus 3 is 11. Not sure what you'll make with that. And he scoops it. Take a win. Give him the nice. We're going second. That's good for us. Our opponent is Joey Wheeler. Let's see if he has grit. We have grit. He also has grit, so we're going to have to play around that. If I had to guess, I'd guess Luna Lights. Joey sets. Ends his turn. Straight up passes. We need to rip a monster. Senatus. Literally the card we needed. Normal summon Senatus. Go ahead and activate Lance on Senatus. Activate Lance's ability. Lance is going to let us search out a Koss. Koss is level 4 or level 2 tuner. Activate Koss ability, bring him out on the field. Special summon over Koss. Grab Cost in the grave. Summon Cost again. Special summon into a 10 Ascalon. So this is not lethal yet, but it is because we have Lance. So because we have Lance, Ascalon's going to be 4,300 attack, and 4,300 attack is going to allow us to attack with Senatus and over the grit. Oh, it is a super heavy Samurai deck, not a Lunalite. Not what I expected. Go ahead and set the Lance. No battle. 43 to the face, that's going to trigger grit. Well, doesn't matter. We'll attack with Senatus. And we win. Our grit's going to activate. We are up against a Yami Yugi. Makes me think Element Sabers. He's going to set a monster. Straight up pass. That's the ideal situation we wanted. We have essentially OTK. Now we have guaranteed OTK. Okay, finally be able to activate our effect. Discard the cost for a cost. Activate Cost's effect. Summon them onto the field. 4 plus 2 equals 8. Birch's effect's going to activate. We're going to get to grab both because we're trying to go for lethal here. We're going to need to grab both. We can't just grab one. Okay, 8 plus 2 is 10. We're going to get Ascalon out on the field. Get to banish his only monster. The only thing that'll save him here is a hand trap. Activate Ascalon's effect. Target the only card on the field, banish it. Activate Lance. Equip it to Ascalon. And he scoops. Grit's going to activate. He has peak performance. That is one of two things. It is either a Blue Eyes deck, a Blackwing deck, or the new deck that uses field spell cards from the new box. We will get a decent hand. Senatus is going to discard Cost. Cost's effect is going to get searched from the deck. Activate Cost's effect. Get Bircha out. Now, since I don't think we're going to have a Lava Golem situation against this Kaiba, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab both Costas with Bircha. We'll go ahead and grab both because I highly doubt he has a Lava Golem. I've been surprised in the past with other decks that I'm pretty sure was confident they didn't have a Lava Golem and they just whip one out on me. Alright, 2 plus 8 equals 10. We'll go ahead and summon Ascalon. Put him in defense, as always. We'll set the Lance. We kind of have a Senatus for follow-up, but the only way Senatus works as a follow-up is if we draw a Dragunity card. Otherwise, he's useless. I wish he worked more like Squire did in Shiranui. Opponent is a Blue Eyes user. Whitestone of the Ancients in attack position. Sets a back row card. It's going to activate Sage with Eyes of Blue's effect in the hand. Target the Sage. Or the Stone. Stone's effect's going to activate. He's going to get to search, and he goes for Dragon Spirit of White. Dragon Spirit of White's going to go ahead and activate. Target our back row card to banish it. I'm going to go ahead and activate Lance. There's no point not to. Give him a decrease in attack. If he has a Blue Eyes in the hand, he will benefit, but it's not a big deal. Ooh. It looks like he had a hand trap. Blue Eyes White Sage? Or Blue Eyes Sage? Whatever it is. He's going to go ahead and take out the costs, because he can't do anything with our Ascalon. Whitestone of the Ancient's going to activate. He's going to summon a Blue Eyes from the deck. Alright, I don't know what that back row is, but I'm not too worried about it. Rip into a Dux. Now, Dux was a great grab. We're going to go ahead and activate our effective Ascalon. Get rid of Bircha. Before I do anything, maybe we can get some stuff out before he activates his back row. Target the Blue Eyes. Oh, it's a Karma Cut. That sucks, because that's not going to activate Ascalon's ability, because if he's banished, we can't resummon. Luckily, we ripped into a Dux. Alright, we're going to go with the Dux play over the Senatus play. I'll hold Senatus in the hand. Dux is going to grab a Cost from the grave, equip him to himself. Cost is going to activate his effect, put him in attack position. Let us synchro into a level 8, 4 plus 2. Clearly equals 8. Going to summon a Bircha. Bircha's effect is going to activate. We're going to get to search 2 Cosses and equip him. Equip 1, equip 2. Karma Cut would have been perfect if he used it on our cost. So he shouldn't have attacked our cost. He should have just left him and Karma Cutted him. Alright, 2 plus 8 is 10. So we have enough fodder. We can get rid of pretty much everything. So Ascalon's effect's going to activate. Get rid of the Spirit. Activate again. Get rid of the Dragon Shrine dude. He has no cards in the hand, and he scoops it. Alright, our final bout is up against a Ceratoris Kumar. Rank up match. Here we go. King of Games match. Master of Destiny versus Grit. That is a terrible hand, and we're going first. Wowee. Set the cost, set the lance, end the turn. We could rely on the Grit, but if we draw Dux next turn, I guess we don't really need costs in the graveyard because we have lance, so even if we do draw Dux, it's still, we get to search a cost. He's going to summon a Blast Spider. It's kind of ballsy, isn't it? Huh. Swings right into our cost. Thanks. We're going to take 500 damage from Blast Spider's effect. That'll destroy our Grit. And we rip into a Senatus. Hey, Trunade that back row. We don't need to deal with you. Get out of here. Get out of here. Summon Senatus. It's pretty much guaranteed win unless he has a hand trap right now. Senatus' effect. Get rid of Lance. Activate cost effect. 4 plus 2 equals 8. Summon Barcha. Barcha's effects can activate. We're going to grab both costs, so that's where our benefit came by setting our costs. If we hadn't set the costs, kept them in our hand, no, it still would have worked because Senatus would have just discarded costs instead of the sword. So ideally the other, if we, yeah, whatever. Bircha 2 plus 8 equals Ascalon. Ascalon is going to banish that Blast Spider, which means he cannot, if he has a Barrel Dragon, summon it, because Barrel Dragon's effect states that it has to be destroyed. Machine Dark has to be destroyed. Banished is not destroyed. Set our Lance. We have lethal, and he scooped it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is King of Games. And boosh. 78 victories total. That's all we needed this time around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins in a row. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here is the deck breakdown for our King of Games. For the month of May, we use the following deck. Costs at 3. Senatus at 3. Dux at 2. I have gone back and forth between 2 and 3 of these guys, settled on 2. Dragon Arma Mist Latine at 3. Lance at 2. Trunade at 2. That's a must for this deck because it doesn't really have much back row help. Forbidden Chalice at 2. That came in clutch. Dragunity Divine Lance at 3. Our extra deck was Ascalon at 3. Barcha at 2. And Gay Bulge at 1. Grit was our skill. That is a must. I was mostly scared to let Grit do the work. I would always summon into a Ascalon for the most part if I went first, if I had it, because I was afraid of back row. So if we got out Ascalon, at least I knew if they did have back row, they couldn't floodgate us or anything like that. But if I had a Hey Trunade, maybe I'd hold on to it and summon them, you know, let Grit do the work and then summon them next turn. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was our King of Games for the month of May. If you liked what you saw, please click the little heart button. If not, no big deal as always. I was NightFox15. This was Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Hope to see you guys next time, and deuces!